Who is a person of excellence? And what are some of the things that you find in a man or a woman of excellence? I'm talking to you about 4 things you find in a person of excellence. Now, a person of excellence is basically somebody who is exceptionally good in whatever they're doing and they do not apologize about it. This is a person or a woman or a man who is very outstanding. They are very, 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 very easy to notice because they will always be few and they will always be very noticeable because of the kind of a thing they do. A person of excellence is a person who will have good character, a good attitude, and most of the time they will have quality in everything that they're doing. And not only that, but they will always raise standards in as far as their lives are concerned and in as far as whatever it is that they're doing is concerned. Persons of excellence are people who understand that they cannot be able to succeed in business or as entrepreneurs. They cannot be able to succeed in as far as their professionalism is concerned. They cannot be able to succeed in as far as wealth creation is concerned without making sure that they are above everybody else. In other words, they strive to become excellent in whatever they do and they always want to do it and do it exceptionally good. Now, it is important for us to realize and understand that a person of excellence is not a perfectionist. Why do I say so? Because a perfectionist is one person who will always think that they can never make any mistake. And normally whenever they make a mistake, the problem with perfectionists is that it becomes very frustrating for them. It becomes a big problem for them. And for that reason, because of that frustration and because of it not outgoing very well for them when they make mistake and not being able to admit their mistakes ends up frustrating them, making them angry, and most times you'll find they will quit in whatever it is that they're doing. But a person of excellence, on the other hand, is the opposite. They will be very exceptional in whatever they're doing. They will desire to make sure everything is extremely good and very well done. But yet, whenever they make mistakes, they will identify the mistakes, fix the mistakes, admit the mistakes, and then move on. In other words, they don't have rigidity in as far as their life is concerned. They are not rigid, but they are flexible and they enjoy doing whatever it is that they are doing in as far as their lives is concerned. Now, what are the 4 things that you find in a man or a woman of excellence? Now, what is the first thing you will find about a person of excellence? Number 1, you will find a person of excellence will never ever be satisfied in the position of being average. They will not be satisfied in just being an average person. They are never in a place of just being okay. No. A person of excellence will be disturbed when things are just average, when things are just in a place of mediocrity, I might call it. They don't believe in just doing things for the sake of doing things. You see, the problem with many people, they have this mindset that as long as something is functioning, it doesn't matter how it is functioning. As long as it is functioning, it is good enough. It's like, for example, I am giving you food on a plate, and then when I give you the food pours on the floor or pours on the table, and you go ahead and tell me, no, I don't need the plate. As long as the food is somewhere I can still access to it, I'm going to eat it. Now, that is a mediocre person. That is an average person. Average people will not consider how they look. Average people will not consider what their environment looks like. Average people will not consider the things they are using, whether they are functioning well or not. This is the kind of a person who will have a broken door, and as long as he can be able to lean something on that space of the door, and as long as there is no wind coming in, he will just lean something on that. It doesn't matter how it looks like. It doesn't matter what kind of a thing they have put there. Why? Because they are just average people. Unfortunately, many people are average people, and no wonder you find that because of being average people, many people don't seem to go anywhere in as far as life is concerned. You find many people are not exceptional in any way. Why? Because they are just average people. I ask you, and I'm commanding you, and I'm requesting you, and I'm talking to you, and I'm doing all the things that I need to do to tell you you cannot afford to be an average person if you want to succeed in as far as your life is concerned. If you want to become a wealth creator, you cannot afford to be an average person, a mediocre person, a person who just is moving in as far as life is concerned. You don't care about about nothing. You don't care how it looks like. You don't care what becomes of it. You are just moving and you are just there. That is not your portion. The second thing that you find in a person of excellence is that a person of excellence will always pay attention to details when it comes to a particular task or it comes to a particular thing in as far as their life is concerned. A person of excellence will always be concerned about everything, starting from the way they are dressed up. In actual fact, let me tell you a secret. The persons of excellence, most of the time, they will start from their own bedrooms. How do I know so? Whenever they come out of their bed and they start their day, before they do anything else, a person of excellence, the first thing they will normally do is make their bed and make it well. And allow me to laugh at that, because I know this is something that may look very simple and may look very small, but truly speaking, you will know who you are by the way the first thing you do when you wake up. If you have a habit of making your bed when you wake up, and not just making your bed, because it's one thing to make your bed, it's another thing to make your bed nicely and neatly. You see what I mean by making your bed is that there are people who will wake up and jump out of the bed and simply just throw the sheet across the bed like that and then move into their business. When they come back in the evening to sleep, you find them going back to that bed and trying to stretch themselves, trying to make the bed with their legs. I wish you could see my legs, the way I'm throwing them around as I speak to you. And they're trying to sleep there and they continue like that. That's how their life basically is. But listen to me, if you are a man who is particular about details, it begins from the way you wake up in the morning. It begins by the way you make your bed. Some of you don't even make your beds at all. Is that really important? Is that really necessary? Yes, it is. Because when you begin your day by making your bed, and then from there you start organizing yourself or dressing yourself, doing whatever things that you normally do in terms of your routines in the morning, and then going to your business, going to your job, going to your ministry, going to your church, go wherever it is, everything will matter. When I used to be a pastor, I used to be a very detailed person when I was back in Africa. Even here, I am still very detailed. I thank God, because today I do pastoral work and I also do business. I am very detailed. I am very particular about things. There is nothing that will be brought on my table and you just bring it haphazardly or incomplete or without a particular direction or particular something, and I don't question it. Why? Because I want to be very detailed and I want to be very thorough. So the second thing you will find about persons of excellence is that they are very detailed and they are very thorough in whatever it is that they're doing, and make sure everything is done properly. And most of the time, because of being detailed and because of being thorough, you find persons of excellence are able to prepare themselves very well when it comes to something. If they are going to make a presentation somewhere, they will do it very well because they were detailed. They went into the details of every particular thing. I have some friends who I know that are very detailed when it comes to things. You give them a task and you tell them, I want you to do this particular thing, they will be so detailed that even the air you're breathing in that room, they will probably be knowing what kind of quantity of air you're breathing. There is something about being detailed that helps you to become something. God himself is a good example. Genesis chapter number 1. He was very detailed. Monday he created what he created. He did not create the things of Monday on Tuesday, or he did not create the things of Thursday on Tuesday. No, he was very specific, very detailed, and everything was done systematically in an orderly manner, and everything was placed where it was supposed to be placed. And God desires that we also become detailed. Third thing that you find with the person of excellence is that he is a person who works towards earning respect and merit with people. What basically means is that when you're a person of excellence, you just don't do things without caring what people think about you, or without caring what results you're going to produce and what people are going to say concerning those results, or what impact that result is going to give. Now listen to me. Whenever you're a person of excellence, you end up attracting people. By the way, people of excellence have a tendency of becoming very magnetic. They attract people to themselves. Now, what does that basically mean? It basically means that human beings are created to look for good things. Human beings naturally will desire to be somewhere where something is good, even if themselves they are not doing something good. It's amazing. You can have somebody who cares less about doing particular things in a particular way, but when they see somebody else doing it, they want to identify with that. They want to be near there. Now, you who is a person of excellence, if you want to succeed in whatever you're doing, you will realize that earning the respect and the merit of people is very important. And for that reason, you will work towards earning that respect. And how do you work towards earning that respect? Is by making sure that everything you're doing is done well. Everything that you're doing is done in a good manner, in a proper manner. Everything that you're doing is characterized with a good attitude. It has a good character. It has good standards. It has good quality. Everything you're doing is done well, because at the end of the day, you want to earn the respect and the merit of the people. So what do you find about a person of excellence is that you will always find them desiring to make sure everybody around them is giving them the respect, not because of pride, but simply because they have earned it by what they're doing. And the truth of the matter is, anybody who is actually a person of excellence, because of being exceptional and because of being lifted, you will find they will always command a lot of respect around. Do you want to command respect? Do you want to have the merit of the people? Then desire to become a woman or a man of excellence. Desire to be excellent in everything that you're doing, because the more excellent you are, the more respect you command. And the more respect you command, the more powerful you become. Do you want to be powerful? Do you want to find yourself in a place where you say things and people listen to you? Do you want to find yourself in a place where people want to follow you and they desire to follow you? Desire to be a person of excellence. And then finally, a person of excellence is a person who will always seek to make a difference in the lives of people. He or she desires to make sure the people's lives are changed. A person of excellence will always ensure that people around him, they benefit from him. Not only do they benefit from him, but their lives are not the same. Their lives are changed. They care about people. They desire to see people becoming better. They give their lives to people with whatever product they have released. You give packages that are well done, and you know that when you give it to the people, it's because you desire for the people to be happy, or you desire for the people to learn, or you desire for the people to actually change in as far as their lives are concerned, or basically you want to lift the people from where they are to another place. Persons of excellence will always desire that. And that also tells me that many times persons of excellence, you'll find them walking in a lot of humility. You will find them not being very prideful people. Now, every time you see a person of excellence that is prideful, that person, something is wrong somewhere. There's something missing, because a person of excellence who understands themselves and who understands what they are all about, you'll find pride is normally not a part of their lives. You will find them being sometimes the most humble people walking on earth. Why is that so? Because in as far as they are concerned, they are looking forward to make the people's lives better. They are looking forward to adding value in the lives of other people. They are looking forward to moving people from one place to the other one and making their lives much, much better than they are. They will take time to train them and show them how things are done. They will take time to teach them on how to manage themselves. They will do things that will basically affect the lives of other people. My friends, my prayer for you is that you may become a person of excellence if you desire to succeed in as far as your life is concerned. You can become a winner, you can become a millionaire, you can become anything you desire, but it all begins by you understanding the principle of becoming a man or a woman of excellence. Let's meet in the field of the millionaires, and always remember, I'm here every day, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the US. I don't know what time it is back in your country, but whatever the time, let's meet from Monday to Friday. I love you so much, and thank you for taking the time to listen to me to the end. Kindly let me hear something from you. Make some comments, and if you are here for the first time, you have not been in this channel before, kindly subscribe, and let's continue in this journey again. Let's meet in the next video, and remember, become a person of excellence. Bye bye.